The aftermath. Yep, the aftermath. That's the only way that I know to describe it. Hey, friends of the twins, welcome back to the channel. We are here in my guest room. This is me, Rhonda. And yeah, it's in a bit of a disarray after having the kids over this weekend. My middle daughter and my 3-year-old granddaughter, to be exact. But no worries, it is time for me to come in and do a little bit of spring cleaning, and I'm actually going to be giving this room a new and elevated look, and I'm going to do it for about $70. If it's something you're interested in, then please keep watching. So my middle daughter came into town and my grandbaby came, and friends of the twins, I've shared pictures with you all before of my granddaughter. I think the last time was her Christmas pictures, but what we do is for major holidays, my daughter and I, we take care of her photos. So we actually had a photo session. This is her spring and Easter photo shoot, and she loves being all dolled up like a princess. And friends of the twins, this baby has always loved her purses. She keeps up with them. Oh my gosh, she really does love her purses. So we typically do the photo shoots just around the house. We found that we get the best ones that way. We just kind of follow her around and get random shots, and the prettiest ones to me are always the ones that we take outside. The kids were here for 2 days, and typically when my daughter leaves, she's very good about stripping down the bed and kind of straightening things up. But I told her to just leave it because I had in mind that I wanted to come in and give a makeover of sorts here in this room. Do y'all remember me telling you that this year I'm not going to focus so much on home decor pieces as I am going to focus on getting some DIYs done here around the house. So this one here in this room is one that I've actually been thinking about for a couple of months, and now is the perfect time. I knew that I would probably wait until spring, or at least until the start of the new year. Anytime that the kids come, whether it's going to be for an overnight stay or if they're going to be here for 2 or 3 weeks, whenever they leave, I always strip the bed all the way down to the mattress and wash and get everything cleaned up. And so that's exactly what I'm doing here. And since this is a part of my spring cleaning, I also made sure to kind of touch everything in the room, just kind of dust, and I also cleaned the ceiling fan. When you can't beat them, join them. Friends of the twins, that's exactly what I'm going to do here today. I can remember just as plain as day when we first moved here to this house, I took a look here in this guest bedroom as well as in the breakfast nook. And I saw this area where the ceilings are lowered and there's this piece of wall here, and I know that it is concealing some kind of mechanics for the house. I don't know what kind of pipes or whatever is here, but I just decided, I can't beat them, so I might as well join them. And from there on, I started to try to think of ways that I could try to improve the area, make it be something that was more along the lines of being incorporated into the decor in the room instead of kind of ignoring it and have it stand out and stick out like a sore thumb. Whenever I have a decorating dilemma, my first thought is to almost always go to paint. I always think about what is it going to look like if I paint it. And you know, a little bit of paint can go a long way and it can give you a big result. Another reason that I go to paint first is because it is most often your most affordable option. So with this is that same oops paint that I shared with y'all in last week's video. Remember when I shared my flex room / my sunroom? Yep, this is that same gallon of oops paint that I got for $5. Got it for $5 at the Home Depot. So I had about a half a gallon left, and I knew that the color would be perfect here in this room. And as you can see, I did speed the video up just for time's sake. I didn't want the video to be too long. But in reality, friends of the twins, I took my time. And I must say, I'm going to pat myself on the back. I did a really good job with the paint here. It took me 2 days to complete this project, but really I could have had it done in 1 day. I really could have. But I stopped, and then I would start, and then I would stop and talk on the phone and start and stop. And so, yeah, it took me 2 days to complete the project. And this is one that I did about 95% all on my own. Sugar did not help with this. Sugar did play a small part. It was a small but very important part in this makeover today. And I'll share a little bit more about that in just a little bit. This room and this DIY project was definitely on the list. Definitely on my list of things to do and things that I like to get done. But it was not next up on the list. Really, the DIY that was next up is the wallpaper. How many of you remember that gorgeous black and gold wallpaper that I shared with you a couple of weeks ago? Well, that DIY was going to be next, but you know, once the kids came and I needed to come into this room and refresh it for the spring, and you know, as well as their having been in here, just get it refreshed after their visit, I just decided to go ahead and to, you know, kind of bump this one up on the list. But that wallpaper, it is definitely coming up, and I'm excited about that one. I can't wait. I really can't wait. With this project, I did end up putting 2 coats here on the wall, and I had about 45 minutes between each coat of drying time. So after getting the second coat on, I knew it was going to give 45 minutes drying time. Sugar and I, we headed on over to the Home Depot, and I picked up this. And this is a lattice wall molding. Some people also use it for crafts and DIYs, just as I'm doing. And I know for me, the reason that I chose it is because it is very lightweight. It is also only 1/4 of an inch thick. The weight of it was very important to me, friends of the twins, because I knew with this first DIY, this first accent wall that I was going to be doing, that I did not want to use my nail gun. I just didn't. I figured that there would be some options out there for me that would afford me the opportunity to just, you know, to do just as I'm doing, and that is to use the liquid nails. Also, I meant to tell y'all, we ended up buying 4 of the 12-foot pieces of the lattice molding, and they were $1.48 a foot. And I paid a couple of cents more for mine just because it was primed on one side. But Friends of the Twins, as you all will see, once I began with the design of it, and it was all very random. I did not really plan it out much at all. I did have Sugar cut me some 45-degree angles on one end. But as far as only using the primed side up, that did not happen because, like I said, the design was random. And in order for me to keep it random, I had to have some of the prime pieces facing up and then some were facing downward. Another thing that I asked Sugar to do for me that kind of just added even more to the randomness of it all is I had him to cut 4 different sizes of the lattice wood. So if you look carefully, you will, and the farther I get along with the accent wall, you'll be able to see that not all of them are the same size. Now what I chose to do is to go ahead and apply the wood to the wall, then go back and paint it. I just felt like for some reason that was going to be the easiest way to me. Now you could choose to paint it beforehand, before you even cut it. But I didn't want to do that. I just thought about, the sawdust and all. So it was just much easier for me to go ahead and paint the accent strips once I got them onto the wall. Another one of my little Rhonda isms is that, as you can see, I have already hung my curtains. I actually hung the curtains, wasn't thinking about the accent strips. And Friends of the Twins, once I had gotten them up there, I was not going to take them down. I was just simply going to have to work around them. Pretty. I am so happy with the way that this turned out. And y'all, the camera does not do it justice. The first thing that I really love is the color drenching. It pops out so well. I love the gray shears with the gray curtain panels, with the gray wood accents, with the gray paint on the wall, with the gray curtain tiebacks. Believe it or not, as soon as you step into the threshold of the room, it just pops out at you. Another thing that I went ahead and did, and I hope that you all can see it, is to go ahead and give a coat of polyurethane to the wooden accent strips. I hope that you all are able to see that. But it just gave it another level of dimension that maybe the camera isn't picking up on. It just added to it. And for my touch of spring, I guess I have a theme here. I have birds on the sheer panels. I have birds on the lamp. And here I am just adding a couple of florals. And you will see I've also added me a couple of bunnies. So simple, subtle, and elegant is how I would describe my spring decor here for the guest bedroom. I hope that you all have enjoyed seeing this makeover. Man, oh man, did I have a good time. I cannot wait to get to my next project. Friends of the Twins, you make the life that you live a life that you love, because life is short. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to stop talking now. I hope that you will enjoy the remainder of the tour, and we'll see you in the next one.